This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexandra Carter. We start with the weather. We could see record warmth this week. We'll bring in meteorologist Art Jarrett to tell us more. Hi, Art.
Hey, Alexander, what's happening out there? We do have temperatures now holding on to the potential for record-breaking heat. We also have the possibility of getting into thunderstorm activity as we get later on in the week as well. But let's start off with the local temperatures right now. They are showing that they are around 56 degrees locally for La Crosse. Eau Claire at 61. A lot of folks are saying, hey, it doesn't feel like it's supposed to be a little bit warmer out there right now, but give us some time. We have a little bit of breeze out there. The record high today is 67 back in 1894. We should reach up to 67 degrees today. Well, Eau Claire has a record of 64 back in 2012. Their high today, well, possibly 65 degrees. Now let's take a quick peek here as we get into it. The look ahead, Eau Claire could be reaching about 65 degrees today as well, under a whole bunch of sunshine up there. How about this for us though? We'll see locally as we get into it. You're going to be looking at your highs today, holding on to about, say, 67 for our high today, holding on to 62 to about 71 degrees. In fact, as we get into La Crosse, well, you'll see temperatures from 57 from the start right now, from the noon hour, all the way to about 69. That's what the model is saying right now, but I'm still holding out for 67 degrees. The drought monitor is showing that we are still holding on to at least abnormal drought in the yellow, as well as getting into moderate drought here locally. We'll go into it as we finish out the next few days, going into the latter portion of the week. That's rain that's coming our way. It looks to be heavy at times with the potential for storm activity in the forecast. We'll also be seeing as we get into it later on. When I come back, I'll show you how this all shakes out for your local weather, so please stick around.
All right, Art, thank you. A missing La Crescent teen has been found. Police say 15-year-old Jordan Jade Provo went missing between 9 p.m. last night and 6 this morning. Right now, no word on where she was found, but police say she is safe. And La Crosse police investigating a shooting on the city's north side. Police say that happened yesterday on Logan Street between Wood and George Streets. Officers responding found one victim with gunshot wounds. That victim was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Anyone with information is asked to contact La Crosse police. A Tacoma stabbing suspect was arraigned this morning. The court entered not guilty pleas for 18-year-old Leo Pugrim. He faces attempted first-degree intentional homicide and first-degree recklessly endangering safety charges. Police say he allegedly stabbed someone during a fight on Glendale Avenue. He'll be back in court next month. A pilot walking away from a plane crash outside of Rochester last night. The Olmsted County Sheriff's Office responded. Here's some of the damage. It was in the 2700 block of County Road 16 Southwest around 10:15 last night. Deputies found this single-engine aircraft on private property near High Forest Township. That's about 15 miles southwest of Rochester. The pilot, who was the only person aboard, walked away like we said and was taken to the hospital for evaluation. Now the National Transportation Safety Board and FAA will investigate. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers brought his state budget tour to UW Eau Claire this morning. The governor visiting campus at 9:30 a.m., promoting his $856 million funding proposal for the UW system. The governor urging the state assembly to approve the two-year budget increase. He spoke about the projects being done at UW Eau Claire to repair, renovate, and replace aging facilities.
I would say this should have been dealt with a lot earlier, but a lot of competing campuses looking for the same thing. But this is obviously a really important one.
The governor continues his tour this afternoon with stops at UW Stevens Point and UW Parkside. Federal funding cuts were on the table at Representative Tara Johnson's Westby Roundtable this morning. The state lawmaker gathering school superintendents and business owners to discuss the Trump administration's unprecedented funding freezes and how to respond. Johnson presented her bill to provide state backup when Washington dollars disappear as rural communities feel the squeeze.
The state government has a role to play in trying to respond and protecting Wisconsin families, protecting Wisconsin businesses, protecting school districts, counties who are recipients of those federal funds.
Education, housing, and agriculture programs face the deepest cuts. In La Crosse, in-person absentee voting starts March 18th, running through the 28th. It's for the upcoming election on April 1st. If you want an absentee ballot by mail, you can request one through myvote.wi.gov. The deadline to request one is March 27th. In Washington, a wild start to the week. Congress facing a budget showdown. President Donald Trump talks recession, and Wall Street remains chaotic. CBS's Natalie Brown, that is, has it all covered for us.
With China's retaliatory tariffs taking effect today, President Trump tried to downplay concerns of a trade war.
We're going to take in hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs, and we're going to become so rich, you're not going to know where to spend all that money.
But this morning, Wall Street reacted to the uncertainty and to the president's comments during an interview with Fox Business.
Are you expecting a recession this year?
I hate to predict things like that. There is a period of transition because what we're doing is very big. We're bringing wealth back to America.
In response to additional tariffs the U.S. is putting on China, Beijing is punching back with 15% retaliatory tariffs on chicken, wheat, corn, and cotton, and 10% tariffs on meat, dairy, and soybeans starting today.
The worst thing right now is the uncertainty of it. Putting on tariffs between integrated economies raises the cost for consumers and or producers, and the economy as a whole loses.
The tariff tensions come on top of a budget showdown here in Washington as Congress barrels toward a Friday deadline to avert a government shutdown. House Republicans released a stopgap plan over the weekend, which would increase defense spending while decreasing spending on domestic programs. It also adds funds for immigration enforcement and veterans health care. It does not have support from House Democrats.
Right now, Mano, there's been no outreach on a bipartisan basis.
The House could pass the measure on party lines as early as Tuesday, but it faces an uncertain path in the Senate where some Democratic support would be needed. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
And a man is in custody after authorities say he drove his vehicle through a CarMax dealership, injuring several people in the process. It happened in California over the weekend. Here's some footage. Witnesses say the driver was angry and shouting after getting his car appraised. A short time later, he plowed through the showroom, injuring 8 people inside.
What I was seeing was people, screaming, hurt, trying to move, run away. And some people were still in there, just shocked, like they just were stuck there.
Terrifying. The suspect's identity has not been released. Police say he drove off after the incident, but later turned himself in. Scary. Still to come for us at noon, the U.S. sliding into conversations about buying TikTok. We'll have that update for you. And an investigation is underway into whether there's more behind the egg prices other than bird flu. Those details headed your way after the break.
When you have a drain backup, you need help fast. From slow drains to clogged mains, we solve it all. Maxwell White has been solving sewer, septic, and drain issues in the La Crosse Coulee region for more than 30 years. Fast, reliable, and professional. Call or book online today.
Well, I am really happy to tell you that we have already made a commitment at Gunderson to do that. So we have asked all of our folks that when you need to fly, that you please prioritize flying out of La Crosse. We believe it's really important. It's our duty. We're the largest employer in this community, and I want to make sure that this airport is here for the long run, and we're committed to that. So people are taking that seriously and doing just that.
This is Curtis O'Brien, a convicted felon. He sexually assaulted a 5-year-old Wisconsin girl multiple times. Judge Susan Crawford could have given him 60 years in prison, but she let him walk. 2 years in prison. That's it. While his victim lives with the scars forever. She even let the predator live across the street from an elementary school. That was Crawford's choice. Another dangerous decision from Susan Crawford, putting all our kids at risk. She's just wrong for Wisconsin.
Looking for laminate or wood flooring? Why choose Carpets to Go? At Wisconsin's premier flooring sales, Carpets to Go has the best in selection and name brands. Forget what you thought about laminate. Today's laminate is better, stronger, and more stylish than ever. Wood flooring brings an elegance to any room, and there's a wood type and stain for every room. With free estimates and design, financing, and installation available, there's no better choice than Carpets to Go at their convenient location in Onalaska.
Dreaming of a career but worried about time and cost? At CVTC, we make it easy. With low tuition costs and a wide variety of programs to choose from, we'll get you job ready in just 1 to 2 years. You'll graduate with minimal debt and find a career you love with competitive starting salaries. Dive into your future today with affordable, fast, and rewarding programs at CVTC. Visit cvtc.edu to learn more.
Slow or clogged sink, toilet, or main drain? Maxwell White can help. Ask about our $99 mainline drain opening special. Includes a free camera inspection. Address the root problem now to avoid costly repairs or future damage. Call or book online today.
In your consumer news, stock futures are down after a rough week on Wall Street and Friday's disappointing jobs report. CBS News' Jesse Mitchell has the latest business news headlines.
The skyrocketing price of eggs is now the subject of a Department of Justice probe. Strains on supply have been attributed to the national bird flu outbreak, but investigators aim to learn whether egg farmers are illegally sharing information about how they're pricing their products. Eggs currently cost double what they did a year ago. President Trump says the U.S. is in talks with 4 groups interested in buying TikTok. The Chinese-owned social media platform is facing an April 5th deadline to strike a deal or be banned in the U.S. Trump postponed a TikTok ban on his first day in office and has said he would be open to extending it again if necessary. And the Robert Pattinson-led sci-fi comedy Mickey 17 topped the box office in its opening weekend, despite falling short of expectations, earning $19 million domestically. It's the latest film from Parasite director Bong Joon-ho. Mickey 17 knocked Captain America: Brave New World down to number 2.
Coming up, how chronic pain has been linked to a higher risk of depression. The details for you ahead. First, we will take a live look at what's happening on Wall Street right now. Stay with us. We're back after this.
When my sister was murdered 15 years ago, Brad Schimmel kept his promise to us. He told us he was going to get us justice, and he did. When I see these commercials attacking him, I have a lot to say about that, because Brad would kneel next to my mom and hold her hands. And you're going to tell me that's a person that doesn't care about victims? I'm sorry, that is not true. Brad puts victims first, and that's the type of person that should be in the Wisconsin Supreme Court.
Cracks in brick, cracks in block? Call American Water Works. Leaning or bowing basement walls? Call American Water Works. Sticking windows or doors? Call American Water Works. Settling or sinking foundation? That's right. Call American Water Works. It's a fact. Foundation problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call American Water Works. Call American Water Works today.
At Benedictine Living Community La Crosse, we can be a resource for you. We'll guide you every step of the way. I love working at Benedictine Living Community because it's all about you and what you specifically need. And the people you love can feel good and have a peace of mind knowing you're well cared for.
Schedule a tour at blclacrosse.org.
My name is Lori. I'd love it if you come see me at Benedictine Living Community La Crosse.
Are you ready to build your future? Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor is hiring and wants you to apply. The starting wage for laborers is up to $21 per hour with no experience necessary. We will train the right candidate. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today.
Welcome back. An alarming trend. The number of children in the U.S. being poisoned by fentanyl is rising. Federal numbers show between 2015 and 2023, more than 3,000 child cases of opioid poisoning. The percentage of those cases that were life-threatening shot up from about 16% to 44%. Among children under 12, the majority of overdoses were accidental. 1 in 15 Americans has personally been at the scene of a mass shooting. Research by the University of Colorado Boulder showed that younger Americans, especially Gen Z, are much more likely to have witnessed gun violence than their parents or grandparents. The study's authors called them the mass shooting generation. And people with chronic pain are at a high risk of depression. A study published in JAMA shows 40% of those suffering from chronic pain have significant depression and anxiety. Women and younger people are at a greater risk. The study says more mental health screening and resources are needed for patients with chronic pain. As we head to break, we will take a live look from City Cam 8. Art is in next with a look at our forecast. There's the sun, yay!
The install, there's several different ways to go about it. Service it, repair it, replace it, upgrade it, and we'll go down, do the work, clean up, make sure everything's working. Then there's some time with the customer where we'll explain to them, show them what we got done for them.
Are you thinking of building or remodeling? With on-site designers and many different styles to choose from, Beyer Cabinets will help make your dream a reality. From kitchens to baths, mantles, and laundry rooms, if you can dream it, we can build it. Stop into Beyer Cabinets today.
Tax refund season is here, and Wesco on Sparta is making it more fun than ever. Dreaming of a brand new sectional or that comfy bed you've been eyeing? Now's the time to treat yourself. Save 20% all month long on furniture and bedding, just in time to make your home the talk of the group chat. Have fun with your tax refund and make your space shine with Wesco and Sparta. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. Tell them Peyton sent you.
I'm Judge Susan Crawford. Right now, there's a lot of false ads trying to tell you who I am. So I thought I'd tell you myself. As a former prosecutor and now as a judge, I've made sure rapists, murderers, and child predators were behind bars. I believe in protecting your family and your right to privacy, and that women have the right to make their own decisions about their health care. Because to me, that's just common sense. And that's why I'm running for Supreme Court.
Are you thinking of building or remodeling? With on-site designers and many different styles to choose from, Beyer Cabinets will help make your dream a reality. From kitchens to baths, mantles, and laundry rooms, if you can dream it, we can build it. Stop into Beyer Cabinets today.
The install, there's several different ways to go about it. Service it, repair it, replace it, upgrade it, and we'll go down, do the work, clean up, make sure everything's working. Then there's some time with the customer where we'll explain to them, show them what we got done for them.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
News 8 Now Sports.
All right, I'll have your local weather coming up for you in just a second here as we chime this computer on, possibly in just a moment here. It'll take a second, and here we go. We're going to be looking at conditions to be a little bit on the warmer side today. We're going to take you right back into how this all looks as we go into the day. You're going to hold on to, again, with conditions as we go through the morning hours, it's going to play out like this, where you're going to be seeing conditions to be at least in the 60s and possibly some lower 70s in the forecast. As we get into it here, you're looking at cloud cover starting to work in as well. We're also going to find ourselves getting into the possibility of better looking weather as we get deeper into the day. Temperatures will hold on as we go through the morning. This is the morning hours earlier here. I apologize about this, but my computer is ratcheted back. We're going to be seeing the possibility of these conditions to go through the afternoon, where we're seeing temperatures 59 degrees right there, getting to La Crosse at about, say, that's now at 70 degrees, believe it or not, holding on to temperatures down to the south where we'll look at 69 degrees in the forecast. Clouds start to pop back into the picture as we get into the 8 o'clock hour. A cold front will come by, start to cool us on down, knocking temperatures down despite having record-breaking temperatures. And so we fall down all the way into the overnight going in with this cold front. You can see it diving down here. There that troughing pattern goes, knocks our temperatures down from 27 all the way down to about 39 degrees. Then we get into Tuesday about 11 o'clock. We're holding on to temperatures still in the 30s widespread, popping up to the highs about 39. You can see it in Ladysmith, 48 for La Crosse, 51 as you get into Prairie du Chien and Eau Claire, about 41 degrees. Then we have a little brushing of cloud cover and snow well up to the north as well. Highs for the day, well, we get into it 70s. You can see pretty much in upper 60s once you get down to La Crosse County here, eventually taking it down, going to the south side. We're looking down at 71 degrees, getting into about 72 as you go into New Albany, and then right back into Winona, about 68 degrees. Back over to Central Zone, La Crosse is showing at 67 degrees possibly for our high, holding on to the North Zone where we get to Ladysmith at 62. Believe it or not, that's pretty high for them, getting up to at least Eau Claire at 65 degrees. And of course, as we carry that on, that snow continues to track well up to the north. You can see that trying to drive right back down. That's that cold front that's going to come in. It has a mix of rain and snow, gets down to possibly Ladysmith, and then it starts to wane. We'll see it kind of drop that troughing pattern down, as I mentioned before. And then once we get into it here, we'll see that colder air start to come back again for Tuesday in the overnight hours back to Wednesday. So temperatures will also gradually build as we go up from Wednesday going into Thursday. Highs for Tuesday, though, 41 all the way up to about, say, 53 degrees. We'll hold on to partly cloudy skies in your forecast with breezy winds in the forecast to be a part of that as well. We'll carry over to how this all plays out as we go through the next few days. 67 today, 47 for tomorrow, and breezy. Warmer conditions gradually build back from upper 50s. We'll see at least 66 degrees getting into your forecast. And then as we go into Friday, well, despite having the rainfall, temperatures could get up to 74 degrees for us here locally, popping up 55 with stormy conditions going right back into Saturday. Once we touch down into Sunday, though, in the morning, we still have a little bit of activity coming in with a little shower by snow possibly getting in. And then eventually we clear it on out, getting into sunshine and partly cloudy skies with St. Patrick's Day to get us through it all.
All right. Yeah, Friday can't come soon enough. Looking great. Today will be good, too. So we can't complain.
Fingers crossed,
No
man.
complaints today. Thank you, Art. Still to come, age is just a number. How this centenarian is now inspiring others one pin at a time.
Sleep your best sleep on a Beautyrest Black mattress from Home Sleep Express. And right now, pay no interest for 5 years. Plus, get free white glove delivery, setup, and a 120-night guarantee. Sleep first class on a Beautyrest Black mattress from Home Sleep Express.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
To everyone who believes in tradition, come enjoy a few of ours from Wisconsin.
People in Wisconsin love a good fish fry.
Really love. And we love sharing it with guests everywhere. At Culver's, we still batter our North Atlantic cod by hand to order.
And we cook it to a crispy, golden perfection just for you.
For you.
For you. So it's crispy outside, flaky inside. Let us take care of you. With some homegrown traditions we were raised on.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
When my sister was murdered 15 years ago, Brad Schimmel kept his promise to us. He told us he was going to get us justice, and he did. When I see these commercials attacking him, I have a lot to say about that, because Brad would kneel next to my mom and hold her hands. And you're going to tell me that's a person that doesn't care about victims? I'm sorry, that is not true. Brad puts victims first, and that's the type of person that should be in the Wisconsin Supreme Court.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Right now at Homeworld Rugs, get 10% off Area Rug sale prices. Choose from many different shapes, sizes, and patterns with Area Rug experts in every showroom to help you find the perfect rug. 10% off Area Rugs going on now at Homeworld Rugs.
First Warn Weather on News 8 Now. Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back. Well, who says you have to slow down as you get older? A Georgia woman just turned 100 and she celebrated by going bowling. Here she is every Monday. She makes the 45-minute trip with her son to knock a few pins down in their senior league. Thanks to her 75 score average, Miss Bacon has helped her team win a few league titles. You can say Mrs. Trumiller Bacon is in a league of her own. Yes, she is. Love to see that. Art is back with a final check of your weather when we come back.
I kind of think of our airport like a small business. It really is super important that we support our local businesses, and that's what helps make a community thrive.
Dreaming of a new ride? Apply today at driveultra.org and make your dream a reality. Hey, dogs can dream too. Ultra Federal Credit Union.
Find happiness. Find something familiar and new. Find connection. Find culture. Find community. Find yourself at the La Crosse Symphony.
Get your tickets now for Nordic Heroes on March 1st, sponsored by O'Flaherty Law and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning at lacrossesymphony.org.
Your life, your money, your way. Ultra's A-Plus accounts are made for you. No monthly fees, no minimum balance, no hassle. Now that's something to dance about. What are you waiting for? Open an account online today.
When people come to La Crosse, for those that are relocating to La Crosse, knowing that they've got convenient travel to be able to get out of La Crosse to travel outside of the area is important to them, as well as bringing family and friends in for visiting.
Miss a story or need to watch it again? Find them all on the News 8 Now app.
From sunup to sundown.
How's that even possible?
We show up
Every single time.
just to get down.
You nailed it.
With Access Daily.
I feel like people more attractive than me, Mario.
Every day we're turning it up.
Now we're talking.
Talking it up.
You want me to talk quieter?
And firing it up. To make sure you're caught up.
You know what's right. Where are we, Henry?
Access Daily with Mario and Kit.
Late night on News 8.
You earn trust by making a commitment and sticking to it and serving this community all day, every day. We work hard for this trust and love telling your local stories because we, like you, expect more.
Well, I'm extremely happy folks are going to be getting a little bit of warmer conditions today. We get into Friday and Saturday. We've got rain potential possibly working in the forecast, which could bring some thunderstorm activity and some snow and, of course, rainfall in the forecast. But today, 67 degrees today, cooling it down a bit, but still holding on to some warmer conditions as we go through midweek and warming it back up as we get into the latter portion of the week as well.
All right, Art, looking great. Thank you, and thanks for joining us. We will see you back here tonight. Until then, enjoy your day.